The best way I can describe how I grew up in this family was a crime syndicate family. I mean, when I hear the word like organized crime, I always think of mafia. It goes back to the Italian mafia. But there is so much more to it than that. Organized crime is of a wide variety, and I was a part of a ton of it as a child and growing up in my house. There wasn't just one thing to cover up, like we had lots of things to cover up. There was rugs, there was trafficking, there were other things and people doing work and people sending them to do work. Those things are all part of organized crime. And that kind of environment breeds narcissists. It just breeds narcissists. I mean, narcissists created that environment to begin with. But I was surrounded by narcissists and abusers, and I was severely abused as a child. And I'm beginning to realize, I mean, even though the physical abuse was terrible, any kind of physical abuse and sexual abuse, but what else was really terrible was the mental abuse. The secrets that I had to keep that I didn't even realize that I was keeping for everybody, for the whole family. As business was always conducted in front of me so that it would be normal. I was never told not to say anything or whatever. I just knew. And I knew that was the business, and we just kept quiet. My mom is in prison for organized crime. That's one of her charges in there. And yeah, I would agree to organized crime because there has been so much throughout the years, and I will be detailing as much as I know in my book, as much as I can safely detail, because, when I came out with this information 15 years ago about the really bad things the crime syndicate was doing, that's when we got our lives about taken from us. I had an expiration date put on me by my own mother. So I have to be very careful about names I use and what I'm talking about, and I'm very aware of that. That's why it's taken me so long to get to this point, but here I am on this channel, so stay tuned.